Good afternoon, sir. Thank you so much for making time. First up, let's start with the macro picture. Now, auto industry is undergoing a significant transformation, right from the increased use of electronics, shift from industrial combustion to EV and case, outsourcing, as well as now the software-defined vehicles. What is the next big trend to watch out for, and what could be that key growth driver for KPIT Tech?
So, absolutely, you listed down all the key parameters, trends which are there in automotive. They have just started. I mean, if you look at, for example, I'm just taking one example, like a software-defined vehicle, or you look at, it has just started. I think the first really production program where software-defined vehicle will be expected to be implemented will be somewhere between 2025-26, where a certain type of architectural changes will happen. And this being the first, I'm pretty sure there will be the next version, which will be somewhere between 28 and 30. So if you ask me next 7-8 years, this is something which will really drive the spending. The second part of this is even in case of electrification, if you look at it, or autonomous, these are the early stage. I mean, if you look at electrification, the penetration is still very less. By 2030, many companies have said that after that, they will not have, conventional powertrain programs, and they will be all electric programs, specifically outside India. New technology, new efficiency will come, because these are the first models which are coming. Newer models will come, newer platforms will come. And there may be changes in the technology also. I mean, specifically, if you look at the commercial part, there are possibilities of hydrogen fuel cell and many other things which are still to make any meaningful entry into the sector. So with that, I think if you look, even the current trends will drive this spend between 8 to 10 years overall as a mobility.
So you recently won a euro 70 million deal with European OEM maker. In your earlier conference calls, you have indicated that the company has 3-4 such large deals in the pipeline that could close soon. Any update on these, and how would you look at the overall deal pipeline now?
So first thing is, we generally do not necessarily come out and speak about every deal, but the deal, whenever the client is willing to come out and also share, that at that point of time we try and are ready to share it. But overall, to your point, there are multiple such deals which are in discussion, naturally, because this is the main place where the OEMs are spending. And so the overall pipeline looks good, the discussions looks good. And if you look at the overall industry, as I mentioned, that these mega trends are sacrosanct for next 8 to 10 years. Within that, if you look at the 25 clients which KPIT talks about, they have been pretty active in the market, talking about bringing new technologies, alliances. They are doing a lot of innovations, technical partnerships, and we see them spending in the area of technology over the years, so that we do not see any impact on that.
Okay, so that's good to hear. You've also given a bullish growth guidance for FY23 in terms of 25% volume growth, revenue growth of 18 to 21%. Now, given the macro setup and the headwinds that we are seeing in terms of inflation and recession fears, is there something that might impair this guidance or warrant a relook?
I think, when we give the guidance, we have to take into consideration overall market situation. We naturally have considered specifically the overall market situation, specifically situations of my specific clients, and what our discussions are going on. I think based on that, I think, I would not say either way. I think we are on our, we are in this direction which we have mentioned at the beginning of the year. It is too early. I mean, it's the first quarter, and we do not see any different discussions or changes than what we have been seeing 3 months back.
Margins have expanded. Sir, margins have expanded from 13.5% at the start of 21 to over 18% now. Going forward, what are the margins level that should be normalized considering headwinds like wage inflation?
There are two, three things I would like to say. First thing is last year we gave increments 2 times in last years because that was an exceptional year and we had much more impact on that, and we were in a position to absorb it last year. We are hoping that we can do that with the growth which we will be in a position to do that. So I think absolutely we believe that where the margins are, which we will be in a position to manage. Of course, will be also a little bit helped by the currency movement, which is also favorable to us. In most cases, not in every case, but in some cases, it is favorable to us. It's not best in Europe, but overall, maybe we may gain a little bit there. So from that perspective, we feel we will be in the range what we mentioned. So that's how we see it right now.
Well, Mr. Patil, I also wanted to speak with you regarding this entire semiconductor industry. We're hearing a lot in terms of the capex that they are doing, and it was expected that your next growth driver or growth trigger could be some of these companies, semiconductor as well as EV disruptors. Have you started getting any serious inquiries from these segments?
Absolutely. I think going forward, it is certainly one of the major part of the ecosystem in automotive. We have set up some very key relationships in this area with some leading with leading OEMs and semiconductors, and also some even in semiconductors there are certain disruptive semicon companies, and we are working with them to basically ensure that our clients, which are the OEMs, do have a right solutions and they are in a position to go to market in a timely manner.
Thank you so much, sir. Congratulations on the deal win, the deal pipeline, and hope once you get more such deals or after your results, whichever come first, you'll get some time for our viewers once again to share that news flow. Now let's go across to Prakash. He's standing by with the latest on electricity, that is to improve